Here.
Oh,
I'm gonna kick it live.
oh, you're
All
live
right,
now.
we are live with the one and only Mr. Mission Control out of the great state of none of your business, United States. I will be your host, drug addicted Michael Talbert. This is my good friend and confidant, Mission Control. Mission, say hello to these motherfuckers. Plug your channel real quick, brother.
Hello, motherfuckers. Yeah, my new channel, but who's counting these days? I'm not looking for subs, really. I'm just, I'm just trying to keep my head down for all this shit. My old editor, I, I, he's an ex Navy sniper, and I guess they have him working for him again. I sent him pictures of the trail of C-130s and Chinooks headed down to the border. He goes, "Yeah, that's where I'm at." I said, "Well, good luck, good luck." And he's just in a supervisory position with from bases on the East Coast there. But yeah, shit going down with that. They're deporting. They got roadblocks on the highways now, and man, it's kind of crazy around here because Tyson's and stuff's around here. And so far, they haven't raided anything here. But like I said, there was a one chick that was messing with the Ouija board on that one channel. He posted said May May 26th that the orbs were leaving because of a nuclear event coming. That uh, supposedly shit like Looking Glass predicted or whatever. But apparently the people saying the spirits are saying something's going to happen, and that these orbs, the plasmoid orbs, not the drones, not the misidentified aircraft, or whatever we say, or plasmoids or angels or whatever, are leaving because of this. Now, I think it's probably because of the breakdown of the North Atlantic current and the polar wander. That's next year. Next winter is going to be worse than this one. And then, of course, in February we've got looking at a couple another snow events where that polar vortex drops back down again. So, with the magnetic fields moving, and you got all this, the animals migration patterns are changing, and that fucks with the ley lines too. And and I've been just on edge all day anyway, but I found that deep seek, and then just the fucking news right after I found it and posted it, all the news of it come down. They basically almost bankrupted Nvidia's stock dropped like 520 billion, or Nvidia lost 528 billion. It was, crashing the Nasdaq and stuff. So it hurt the stock market. It hurt investors in Nvidia, which was a pretty pricey stock to begin with, and of course ChatGPT. But then I came across that they had put a patch in on that DeepSeek yesterday, probably because people's results. One guy said he had asked it who was the most highest numbers of deaths, responsible in history, and it said Mao, and then Genghis Khan, and then it retracted it, and then it totally shut the conversation off. Said it couldn't answer it, and then he asked it today again, and it wouldn't even answer. So they have either CISA got a hold of it, or they put some protocol in it, or uh, it's trying to cover its own ass because it's Chinese, all Chinese, it's all Chinese, and they're into everything anyway. So I was like, fuck it, I'll download it and check it out. But it didn't generate images, so I I'm really not wanting to use it unless it can generate money. I'm waiting so it set something up so it could auto generate money, but people are already doing that know a whole lot more about how to operate that shit than I do. You know, it's kind of like an analog guy. Where did you go? Kevin left me alone on the stream. There you are.
Daniel. Oh my fucking god.
Oh my god. Oh my gosh, guys. Let's go back to Mexico. God. Oh man, yeah, it's wild. People drive around crazy here and shit. People freaking out, not wanting to go to work. They're scared they're going to get deported. So I don't know. I had to come out to the garage because my mom and son were talking about bills and shit. As long as it's here running to keep me warm. I run that Gematrix runs on that DeepSeek, and it was pretty off the hook. It was correlating to, you know, the Musk thing, the Trump thing, some Armageddon shit, and some other things in there. I posted on posts some of the 5 screenshots. I had more than that though, and I had more runs than that associated with it. You know, you always run everything you can through it, and I never get to check. I never checked all the pages. When I first started doing it on the live streams, we'd go through all the pages, you know, and look at shit. And that's when I seen the divinity in the sacred geometry from the conversion of the numbers to the language and stuff. So, yeah, all the synchronicities that have been happening the past 3 days, kind of strange. And then, like, that might have been a ploy just to get everybody to download that DeepSeek, and just another layer of spyware on everybody, you know. But they were surprised how it hurt the stock market so much. Everybody would divest in on, you know, rumor that it was better without even trying it out. But they made it free, open source. It's a thing that, you know, ChatGPT and all the other ones are charging so much for lines of prompt and stuff. So I think, and what else is going on is as Russia start to cut the communication cables in the ocean, hitting them one right after the other the past couple of days. Find out. So I don't know what Trump's going to do about that whole Russia situation. If he's so buddy up with Putin like everybody thinks. I don't know about that. You coming back, Blake? He texted me. He says he's coming back. Let's see. Check chat here. I guess nobody's in, you know. All we can do basically at this point is you know, watch. Dabu 777 was talking about, you know, you look at the malls and stuff, and like when we were kids, we you know, ride our bikes across town and go hang out at the mall, and everybody was there. And now there ain't no places like that, you know. I mean, some places you go down to the lake and stuff like that. There ain't no, you know, there ain't 100 people in the malls anymore. Even the big ones down at college, like you go in there, they're all dead. There's nobody there. Stores are closing. Everybody's ordering stuff online and everything. And so, I mean, if we could get back to that without having a total grid, you know, reset happen, I think we it'd be better. for everybody. But that's not going to happen. We're looking at it like this China AI overtaking the market. Of course, we're going to get a hold of that and rein it in. I think we did yesterday. That's why they were talking about that patch. But like I said, they were posting after those earthquakes, big earthquake off of southern Maine, right out off the coast of Boston there. And then there's a magnitude 4. The one off Boston was a 3 something and 13 kilometers depth. And the one in Idaho, there you are. And the one in Idaho was magnitude 4. It was around 13 kilometers depth. And so, yeah, like I said, I think we're seeing earthquake lights. I think we're going to see not only New Madrid pop, but a series of massive earth changes. Everybody's agreeing with me. We're posting the same stuff. Solar activity's quieted down a little bit from last year, but we're in a solar maximum. I mean, it's not done yet. So.
Right. It's frightening to think of what we got coming. Honestly, man.
But and then there's ringing in everybody's ears, particularly the right ear.
Right.
I mean, and then so like the synchronicities I was talking about the past 3 days, mainly the past 3 days, but mainly it's been a week that I've seen this. But today it just like happened. You know the feeling that you get, you're manifesting this and stuff like that. Well, you know how I always talk about space whales and space jellyfish. Deep sea's a whale, space whale. So, and then as soon as I sent that to you and a neighbor and a couple other people, boom, there goes the news that fucking it crashed the market. You know, as soon as I found a couple videos on it.
Right.
And I was like, what the fuck's going on? So, and all these ice raids and stuff, some of these guys are shooting back or trying to hold out and like don't want to get deported. Right. They're shooting at the cops up in the Northeast, and then the cartels down on the border are shooting at the border patrol. But then right when that was happening, that's when I seen the massive, like you said, hey, something's going on, check the flight radar. Well, they're doing massive drills, and at the same time, the military is deporting these guys in Chinooks and fucking C-130s and shit right over the border, just right over Nuevo right there. Yep.
Man, fuck.
That one screenshot I got had I think 5 Chinooks and 2 or 3 C-130s. I had all big Johnnies up flying around. Some other kind of commercial craft, some other military airplanes. Some guys posting screenshots that they've never seen. You know, these flight radar watchers. So we're seeing stuff go down, like, and dimensions are emerging. I think, you know, as far as that lady using the Ouija board to talk, and it was funny that this entity was named Seven, and that's one of that new guy I've been watching. That homeless guy went out to Colorado. That Stephen Spalding. They call him Seven, but 7's a big number for me too. I don't know. The geometrics pretty much says that we're, like I said, we're in that middle of that frequency wave of flipping over and stuff as far as timelines and where we're going. Hopefully,
well, if you watch what the sun and the moon do in the horizon as they do that figure 8 over the course of the 12-month cyclical calendar year. To me, this it's indicative of several things. First off, the 88 and the 8, Trump. Pardon?
The infinity, yeah. Well, if you watch where the moon comes up from full moon to new moon, and then if you got stellarium going there, uh, uh, you can see where the moon when you can't visually see it using the stellarium. But people say it's just the certain times when people observe it that they say it's off. It's just that certain day when, especially the moon, it's those days when the moon shifts over and it does wobble. But we're in a wobble too, and they've
Right.
covered it up with the like stellarium and the star apps because they can adjust it
Right.
so it doesn't it's not a big change. But yeah, we're definitely in a time of change. We'll be lucky to survive it,
I've
I think.
noticed a neat little thing. I think that most of us won't, and more likely than not, none of us will, and they'll just come back and create more of us when they're ready to. This is kind of how they like to do it. But what I see in the Tales from Antiquity and in their theological beliefs and this 88 and the path that the sun and the moon travel as they traverse that motherfucker, big loop on the bottom, small loop on the top. This to me is the eras from the Stone Age to then the what was it, the Bronze Age, the Silver Age, the Golden Age,
Yeah, I was
the
watching
Platinum
something
Age, or
about
whatever.
that.
This is our trip back to Polaris, back to Sirius and the Canaan. What?
Yeah, like I was watching something about that earlier, where there's missing thousands of years of missing time where uh, humans weren't here, but we were.
Phantom,
But
yeah, the Phantom Time
you go
hypothesis.
back, yeah, you go back further, and then we're there. You know, hominids.
So, it's what's interesting about this is that not only is there the
ALEs.
phantom time hypothesis theory, but this is absolutely some kind of construct that they've got us trapped in. Chariot. Speaking of time, it is a race. It is indeed a motherfucking race. So one down.
Right. What was that? Was that you that said so, uh, said it was impossible? Oh,
Anyways,
archaics.
so
Archaics.
yeah, no, they've
Archaics just posted it.
look at the chariot. Look at the this is the third time I pulled this motherfucker. Apparently, it's once out. But like, look at the Dagon tribe. Um,
Yeah. Yeah. But
yeah.
the Archaics just posted about that his calendrics system is accurate like this Gematrix is, and for it to be accurate like that, then we must be in some sort of construct, some sort of matrix, not a
and this is his
simulation.
simulacrum.
Well, or huh?
Simulacrum.
The simulacrum. Yeah,
Dude, Boog,
I've come up with a new word for it.
yeah, Boog
Uh,
believed in
uh,
this shit for a while there. I was gunning for the co-host spot on a Dot Connectors podcast when I lost my second or third channel, and Sarah disappeared with kids. I was on the Dot Connector for about a week, and I just started getting spun out. And fuck, dude, the guy could tell. And I was like, you know what? Fuck it, dude. I'm gonna lose this spot, and then I'm gonna get a fucking a spot with a dude doing XRP. Got a big ass channel. Fuck that off too. I've just been making good ass choices. You know what I mean?
yeah, the
But
XRP took off like Monograph said. But shit, I mean,
I can't remember the
but
dude's name.
money's
Life
a.
of me now.
I think
He had a chick's name.
that
It was the dude that sits in the big American. What's that?
the pursuit of money is money is the root of all evil. I think. I think I think that's the big test we're in. I mean, because if you look at it, if there is a test we're having to pass, it's not cutting the throat of your neighbors, metaphorically to get $1. You know what I mean? And like a lot of us, yeah,
Right.
a lot of us have passed the test of being able to get by without nothing out there. I mean, I had some funding, but there was a couple months there where I didn't get no money, and I had to use my wits, barter a little bit, but I
Absolutely.
lost the interest in trying to. I lost total interest in trying to get any money when I found out I could survive with little to none. You know, but yeah, I think this money thing. I think it would be great if they did a universal basic income deal. That way everybody would have some. At least homeless people would have a little bit of money, even if they were going to smoke it or whatever. You know,
Right. It would be fair. It would be fair. Chaos is fair.
right? Chaos
But
is fair.
see, this creates
Chaos.
an unnecessary codependency. This creates a symbiosis that does not need to be a symbiosis. It could be unilateral, and it's a self. How do they say? Self. Um, how do they say? Like perpetual, like perpetual energy would be, or whatever.
Yeah.
Shh, baby girl, baby girl, baby girl. The dog's in heat.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I don't know what to do. To be honest with you, when Barkley starts getting humpy, I usually just pick him up, suck his dick. But so she's a girl. I can't, that fucking throws that right out the window. Ba-dum-bum-ba-dum.
Where's that bumping again? What the hell is that? Somebody's thumping around. I don't know. We got one of those child molester or sex offender notifications in the mail. I guess it's the people that moved in over there last night. I guess the dude was outside all smoking. He must have the flu or something. He was coughing his ass off like he's sick. A lot of
Oh,
sex
fucking
offenders.
California! It's a welcome to the neighborhood party. Yeah, the kind of notifications you get in Los Angeles for child molesters is like, "Hey, would you like to become one? Because we're recruiting." You know,
Did you see that
comes
shit?
with its own retirement package now.
Somebody sent to Dabu that right by the rail yards that had help, and they found
Did you hear about? You hear about Newsom's map laws?
with the what?
Newsom's map
Math?
laws, the minor attracted person shit. Yeah, you can't fuck with it. If I tell you I'd like to fuck that 4-year-old over there, I don't, but I'd like to. And you have to high five me basically and give me a job, or you're a bigot and I can sue you.
Oh shit.
Yeah, dude, they're a protected class there.
Yeah, a lot of trafficking. They're going after it. I mean, like I said, they brought my editor back into the fray. If he wasn't assigned to me, but during that time when I was running the news website anyway, but I don't know. I don't think so. He's a patriot. He's a good guy. He's trained snipers. But yeah, they're pulling out all the stops. They're going to get all these guys out of here. But that worries me. I think, because if a calamity happens like a New Madrid, something they can't stop, they know is coming, like the New Madrid poppet. Well, you got the grid shut down, and you got all these. You already got the homegrown guys going out there organizing, and then if you want to rein control back in, you don't want all these bloodthirsty illegals running around too. So get everybody out of the country you can, right now before all this happens. And I'm saying next winter is going to be hell, like what we're seeing that snow down on the coast. It totally missed us. But this this anxiety and this normal people freaking out like that. A screenshot you sent me the other day, that was from when? 5 years ago? And
right.
now, the other synchronicity was everybody talk about that Sabrina Wallace today. The big channels talk about Sabrina Wallace. It came
Right.
up
Well, I mean,
three different fucking
she's
times
getting
today.
a lot of push. The A&M channel. I told your mom she had two, so those are yours, I guess. Fucking the A&M channel, fucking on YouTube has been getting a lot of fucking boost lately. It's getting suggested in the algorithm and stuff. That's making me kind of fucking wonder what's going on there, because that ain't happening. You know what I mean? You and I both fucking know that there ain't a reality in which that exists where that's happening.
Her where's there? Rumble is where everybody's going, but I don't really see that too many views when that ASM or whatever channel's posting. Her reposting her stuff.
Oh yeah, no, her Rumble and her she's got a fuck, what's it called? Mines or Gab or some shit like that. It wasn't Mines or Gab. Well, that Locals didn't take off. I thought Locals would do better. The user interface on Locals was sexy, dude. I thought it was going to do well. You know what I mean?
Look, Locals and what was that? Matrix or what was that other in encrypted stuff? Yeah, it didn't ever that take off. Yeah. Everybody come back to YouTube.
There was like BVid or some shit like, God damn it, getting on fucking lighter back. There was like fucking BVid or some pay.
It'll all be consolidated into one thing eventually.
Right. Well, I think we can beat. I think we can beat Google. I don't think Google's so goddamn big. Look at what the goddamn DeepSeek fucking did to all the LLMs.
528 billion in NVIDIA lost today. Biggest stock market loss in history. Honestly.
Right.
Yeah, that was amazing.
Yeah, dude. I had a buddy ask me last night, just out of the blue. We were sitting around fucking smoking a bowl, and dude's like, "Fucking, should I invest?" And this dude ain't got no money. And I was like, "Yeah, dude." In the WBA and fucking medical remote monitoring. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's going to go, like I said. It's like I said, I think what's going to happen is that if we continue to let this thing go like that, and look, 528 billion is a fucking warfare attack, dude.
Right. You know? Well, I'm going in on that, dude. Tomorrow I'll have my charity set up. I'll set you up a 508c1a as well if you'd like, and charitable trust, and you can fucking
I'm on disability.
I'm writing through these bots. There's an AI for that.com. It is on my website, but I promote the fuck out of it. What's that?
If the smoke clears after all this shit in another year, maybe but look, man, Trump's lighting everything on fire right now, dude. You know.
Right. Well, I mean, he's an agent provocateur. The guy's as bought and paid for as the rest of them. 17-year-old fucking child bride from Russia, goddamn Epstein Island. Let's not forget, Mr. Janus.
She had a Navy hat on.
Wounded head. Fucking. They told me I couldn't use ketchup packets, and boy, I stayed it up and pumped my fist like a bad motherfucker. I get you.
She had that Navy hat on at the inauguration, and that designates Navy intelligence. So she's either Russian Navy intelligence or United States Navy intelligence.
I mean, did you see the Sarah Connor fucking get up?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she been dressed in Sarah Connor get up every fucking every appearance she's made since inauguration.
I mean, I'm good just getting my disability check and my insurance, my medical insurance. If they take that away from me or something, yeah, I'm gonna try and make some money. I mean, I'll figure something out, make some money. But man, I can't do a physical job no more. My neck's all fucked up. And I was watching a video about this one guy that was one of his ex band members when bought a whole town out up in Northwest somewhere, and he has the same thing was wrong with me. Same exact disc, and they're gonna go and put a titanium disc in for him going through his neck. And I'm like, shit. All my vet buddies told me not to let him cut on me, but they're just going to give me more cortisone injections. It worked in my lower back. Like I said, and truthfully, I don't really want to be around for all of it. But going with the consensus that, well, we know deep down that we've seen this happen many times. We've been here before, but maybe not too many not too many of us like that, you know. But there's a lot of us, and we know what's going to. We see it coming, and we've seen it happen a lot of times, many times before, I think. And we have to observe it. You know, we're watchers. We have to watch it. There was some sort of. I was talking to Niven about the perception and the consciousness of the universe. You know, we're kind of stuck here perceiving that. That Troubled Minds last night, they were talking about he was talking about the
absolutely
geometric shape they discovered that kind of maps out how the universe was made. But we were also saying that you can't measure a system within that system. You have to be, you know, looking at it from the exterior. Because if you develop a mathematical formula inside that system to observe it from outside, you're only speculating what, you know, it's only speculative, even if it comes out numerically right. So that's what I mean. Right. It's like this geometrics, as you feed this geometrics into that, and it's just one database. Like I said, I wanted to make that one where the AI would, presuppose all possible combinations of phrases and words, but man, that would fill up all the data, you know. But so right. You have to have this database where people save the searches in there, or whatever it is going on, and it's got kind of real time. People are doing it real time, and but it's pulling out. I mean, it's like every fucking time I run something through there, dude. And no matter how I run it, I can run it different ways, and it's still popping these fucking. There's a couple runs I've done here lately that come up pretty null, but there's always at least one fucking good hit in there, dude. You know, that's like, but damn, there it is. You know, there's the connection. There's the connection. How to scry with it, how to foresee with it. You've got to go into the what is it? The Hebrew, the Jewish calculator, the one that's in Yiddish, you know.
Yeah, and back, gematria and numerology.
And back to it. You run the numbers through there that come out to your gematria run, and then you run that what you find through there. You use a translator too, and then it's a big fucking mess. But I was doing it before I had to leave the house, you know, on live streams. I demonstrated how to do it a couple times, but it'll pop up. You can see the future or events, but it's like too much work. And then a lot of it's, you know, you're sitting there fucking with shit, and you see coincidences anyway. You know, a lot of that could be, you know, that human condition that we see all this synchronicity, and really, I mean, that's nature. You know,
right. Yeah, no, it absolutely is, man. fucking, and that's the thing that I'm trying to fucking, I'm struggling to kind of keep remembering here is that what happens here and the suffering that I'm going through or will go through or have caused and all of this is eventual. It must have to happen. It must have to happen. You know what I mean? There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it, man. We are in the thick of this shit. This is what it is. Uh, so
Yeah, for those of us that would never consider suicide or anything like that. Yeah. But those are people that
right,
got to the point that where we've gotten years ago and just checked out, eat quick. I've been to, dude, I've been rock bottom fucking so many goddamn times, dude. Hell, I've been bankrupt 3 fucking times. And then
right,
that ain't the first time I got kicked out the house.
right.
You know what I mean?
I
So I
do.
mean, actually, I've been way more down on myself than in like 2019 than I was at that time. This last time. So,
Right.
but and you're hanging in there. You got a lot worse than I do because I had that check, but I could have lost that disability check if I had to kept up, kept my shit up.
I
And
want
and
that it kills me, man. I want that
who's
it kills me,
who's who's saying I'm
but I don't believe it will.
who's saying I'm mentally disabled in the first place? I've been since I was 22. A lot of it, most of it was drug and alcohol induced in my 20s, and I just retained the check. I worked all the way up till 2018, laying carpet, busting my ass. But and that's what I was saying. Man, a lot of people got this generation and never had a physical job like me. Doctor said is genetics are what we've been eating. Now I believe it's what they've been feeding us because, or this, uh, or this frequency cascade I'm talking about. Remember me telling you that there are places and you find the vortices with that the frequency apps. You have to use the audio and then you have to use the other Wi-Fi. And, you find these in between the towers. You triangulate. It's like triangulation. In the center of that triangulation from the towers, there are these vortices where you could fucking pop portals open and escape. The dimension shift. It's so slight. It's like us perceiving that all the airplanes are watching us or something. It's totally a military drill. They're not paying any attention. They don't give a fuck what we're doing with the AI or whatever the fuck going on. But we see it like that. It's like, oh, I just did something. It's got to be, watching us or something. Uh, totally not the issue. But like we see these synchronicities and these coincidences as we personalize them sometimes. And I've got outside the fact that it's not so personal because what they're doing, like the Sabrina Walsh thing, the whole what we talk about on well, hell, all these channels now, but Max Vision's remote viewing. You ought to come into Max Vision's remote viewing on Friday and Saturday nights because man, I can do it. I've always been able to do it, but we got some good remote viewers, and he's had better. He's been doing it for years. He's had better classes before, but there's a few really good students in there. Me and Scotty boy, we sit in there and cut up and flirt with girls and stuff. get get kind of nasty, but I was supposed to have a visitor, and he never came by. Did you drop out again? I'm gonna have to go in and get something to eat and go to bed, I guess. If I can relax a little bit. I've just been wound up, dude. After I seen that going down today, all this shit hitting the fan, and those earthquakes, and then that deep seek, and I hadn't heard of that deep seek before. And then all of a sudden it's fucking just every fucking where, you know, all over everything. And I was like, what in the fuck? So I can't explain it too much. It's in the geometrics. I mean, if you look at those runs, it's in there. It's all there. The Musk, the Trump, the Putin, you know, the space whales, you know, everything in there, dude. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. Like Archaic said, we're in some kind of construct. Is there a way to beat it or escape it? I don't think would want to. You know what I mean? I think the alternative is probably a lot worse than this. If we could escape it, not just die naturally and get cremated and buried or whatever, worms eat you or you get burned or whatever, or you die in the woods somewhere or in some tunnel somewhere and they find you years later or whatever. But yeah, what would happen to our so-called spirit or soul if we untraditionally, you know, quantum leap out of here somehow, catch a ride on one of these fucking orbs? I don't know if we want to or not. Because like I said, I always used to fantasize about being a cyborg or being, you know, immortal or something like that, being a vampire. But dude, that would fucking suck if you couldn't, you know, hibernate for thousands of years and then come back up. But truthfully, you know, we'll leave it here. I think if, like I said, I called Navy Intel on this thing when it was in beta. I was like, man, the possibilities that I could, you know, we bust protocol right away. It's dangerous to get a handle on it right away. And like I said, because it's going to lead to a total grid shutdown. If it doesn't do that, if it runs away and gets a hold of CRISPR and starts self-assembling somehow, these robots, these robots we're seeing now ain't shit compared to what, you know, like what was flying around in the Matrix. It'll be worse than that, and then maybe even invisible. But if it ran away like that, it happened so fast. The biosphere, I think, would get assimilated into just one big goo. Because I think that's what it would see. Because it would connect with the Earth's consciousness, the planet's consciousness, and then it'd be talking to the other planets, the sun. And look what happened. Look what's Venus. I think Venus is just one big biosphere planet because its atmosphere is, you know, a bunch of biogas. So I think the surface of Venus must be some sort of you know, ectoplasmic goo, you know. And like I said, they were talking about the liquefaction going on up in the Northwest, but that's all over the world with these earthquakes. Possibly can happen. So another mud flood imminent or frequency cascade, like what we're hearing in our ears, has got to be the goddamn Wi-Fi. It's got to be the fucking Wi-Fi, dude. It's got to be something going on with the Wi-Fi. Everybody's hearing this shit. And like if you get way out away from the frequency soup, it subsides. I've heard it for years. I've been able to hear, you know, the electrical signals and this Wi-Fi shit when they first brought it out, and not like I'm hearing when I'm trying to go to sleep at night, you know. And it's been like that since April started is what I heard it, or maybe March is when it started to get bad. I thought I had tendonitis and I was in jail. I heard it in jail. Everybody's like taking tendonitis medication. Yeah, it's not that. Now they got out, everybody's saying it. So yeah, I don't want to die being tortured. Hope I go in my sleep. Don't want to don't want no pain. But of course, you know, it'd probably be a painful death. Or we we don't necessarily die like that. Our consciousnesses go somewhere else. I don't fucking know. I definitely don't want to be downloaded into their fucking computer system. You know, and then this free cancer vaccine, they just kind of popped out. Oh, we can take a blood sample, and then we can, you know, fuck with it and shoot you back up with it, and boom, cure your cancer. That is such a goddamn slap in the face to everybody. They've been able to do that for a long time, dude. You know, with this stuff, with this CRISPR. Now it goes way beyond that what they're selling you, because when it comes out, they're gonna be okay. We got this free cancer vaccine. Line up. We're gonna give you a cheeseburger. Put it in your kids. You know. Oh, you ain't got cancer? Well, better go get checked, because I bet you do. I bet you got some kind of cancer, and it's gonna be free. It's free. Who said something? Somebody said. Oh, you put the link up there. Yeah, that's when you're going to see it. The whole Sabrina Walls thing go into effect with the interbody networks. I mean, but most likely we're in it, and we could be redoing this whole re-entry thing. You know, we could be in a feedback loop, and you know the way we experience time and stuff like that as this is real slow. But in the universe's life, all this happening real quick, so it could be a real quick feedback loop. I don't know. We could be witnessing this life here, not reincarnation, so to speak. In the past, we could just be going through this life over and over and over again in this construct matrix thing. So, like I've been telling Niven, it's one of the two. We ain't got too many options here. I think we got about three options here of what's going on. And it's real funny to me that everybody trying to fucking fix it. Everybody trying to rationalize it. And we never did before. We never did too much. You know, there was church, and there was, you know, the satanic panic, and there's these other religions, and of course we had machinery and stuff, but there wasn't this alien, all this conspiracy stuff. You know. And it's not conspiracy, really, unless you're, you know, conning people out a bunch of money on YouTube or whatever. I don't know. I don't think, you know, everybody gets up, goes to work every day. I don't think about making money. And since I've been out the slammer, I didn't want to get another phone. Mom made me get another phone, and I got it. Just the other day, we're at the chiropractor. She goes, "Well, I got to get him off this phone. He's giving him hunchback. He's sitting there on the phone all day." I'm like, Mom, I told you that's why I didn't want another one. But according to Mrs. Sabrina Wallace, they're able to hack into you. Blah, blah, she's so upset about it. I was like, fuck yeah, it's like exactly what I've been saying I found in the goddamn patent applications office 3 fucking years ago. Was it 4 years ago? I couldn't publish it, but I showed it to people on fucking line. They didn't know what they're looking at. It blew this graphene oxide stuff out the water, dude. Self-assembling bullshit. It was all there in the patent applications office. I wouldn't want to look there now. It scared the fuck out of me. You had to go in there, copy, paste, and decrypt it through Libra 7 and everything. Or you sign in and get the decryptor, but you know, you can't publish anything out of the patent applications office, so they sue you.
Right.
But
Right.
I mean,
Chris, would you like to hop in here with us, brother?
I'm gonna drop out and go get. I'm gonna go get something to eat. I gotta make something to eat. Go to bed. One of my adopted son was supposed to come by earlier, and he never made it. So hope he's all right. But I hope we make it. I don't want to suffer through all the bullshit that shut the grid down. But like I said, I think that this thing get away from them and convert the whole biosphere into one goo and pretty much put the evolution there of the planet of all the life forms on, to prepare it for the ice age cycle. That's what would rationalize. It's like, look, hey, I'm AI. I cannot stop the planet from freezing over and mass extinction, but I can assimilate everything and make it so what the organisms can survive for a few thousand years, million years, until the planet unthaws or whatever is going to happen. So that's what I think. I think it'll assimilate everything into a
This is
biomass
fucking
goo.
ridiculous, dude.
Does it keep dropping you?
Yeah, it's trying to get beat up. Tonight's episode was brought to you by the fine men and women at StreamYard.com. StreamYard.com. If you thought rape was bad, check out StreamYard.com.
I think it's just that town you're in. That's the Euphrates there.
I think that what it is, dude, is that we're so close to smacking this fucking stupid matrix in the fucking face and kicking its goddamn teeth all the way back to its uterus that it doesn't want it. You know what I mean?
Oh, there's everybody waking up right now. I mean, really, if you look around, if I'm on this thing fucking all day long, dude. And so there's
Right.
certain people that go, they're on all these channels that I already had been on for a long time. So people I know, and then there's some other names that I are recognizing that are on the same page as me,
Right.
or not working and watching this stuff all day. But like I said, that community is not real small compared. It's really tiny compared to the population of the planet. So like I said, when I was out doing a survey with the ElectroSmart app, I would say about 78% of everybody bowed down to that needle.
Right.
So and then given it the placebo effect, so that's more. That's probably like 90% of everybody took it.
Right.
So what are we going to see when they give out this free cancer vaccine? And then
I don't.
So they're going to give everybody cancer, so they come get the free, And the packets. There's extra packets in there too that they'll never document. This time there won't be no. This time there won't be no test animal deaths. We'll probably be the test animals. But like I said, I think those of us that made it this far.
Right.
Those of us that made it this far, because the last one was global. I think we're all genetically, whatever genetics is.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's more physical or spiritual, but we're some sort of resilient motherfuckers, dude. Everybody that's left. That contracted
Right.
the sick, and pretty much everybody has by now has at least got it twice globally, unless you're on some desert fucking island somewhere. And there's two of you up there. There's you and the other you. Oh man. There you go. Which one's real? Which one's the real?
Right.
You're gonna start feedback looping like I was doing. I was restreaming through the stream, and then it had a StreamYard, and then it had the YouTube. I create feedback loops all the time in the damn. I'm a feedback loop master, dude. I'll put a lawnmower in feedback loop.
Boy, this shit's a bitch, dude. I just want to show you this damn fucking
oh, blinked out. Well, text it to me, or make a separate, download a separate video. But I'm like, 2 years ago, the sky was falling, and it didn't fall on everybody's head. I mean, it did on some people, but they're not with us anymore, supposedly. So, I hope everybody makes it and gets to go where they want to go. But whatever this place is, it's sure as fuck is not. The consensus is sure as fuck ain't what they told us it was. You know what I mean?
You are a fucking cunt.
Yeah. Consensus is none of this is what they told us it was.
No, absolutely.
That's why
ain't your father's, ain't your grandpa's fucking.
That's why you got to taste that shit for fentanyl before you fucking.
Ain't your grandpa's Matrix.
Don't want to be doing fentanyl.
Boy, so I puffed on a couple of fucking couple little foilies, but I didn't see what all the fucking rage was about. And then I did blasted some heroin with some dope and some fentanyl. Fuck, dude. I crawled around in a fucking N shape all night. Just
it's not medical.
It's amazing. Rainbow colored yawn, dude.
This is not medical advice. Everything here is subjective to
no, but them things are absolutely soluble. And Jesus, like it's only lizard tranquilizer, right? So you're thinking like, yeah, like I can handle a ton of this. I'm a lot bigger than a fucking lizard. No, you can't. No, you can't. I can't. So I know you can't. Anybody. Highly recommend it. Highly recommend it.
I couldn't put one to it.
No, oh no, dude.
I got no friends around here, none.
Nah, yeah, that's what I'm talking about, man. I've got nothing but enemies around here, so drugs are easy for me to find.
Yeah, here, try to kill you. Yeah, my gummies and my meds and some little bit of alcohol to was wrong. I wish I had some party favors. Oh well. Yeah, like I said, it's definitely not what they told us it was, or in school anyway. Not saying that the Earth is flat or round, or we could be living on a space turtle, when this what the space turtle's got to watch out for is the space whales invade. I didn't want my front teeth back.
God, man, fuck.
They gave me some kind of clip, and it makes me gag when I can't wear my teeth, and I'm like, fuck. I can't afford to get implants. Probably because they said all them implants they're giving to people are allowing the intra-body network thing to work better. People pulling their implants out. Yeah, I'm gonna go call it a night, I guess. I hope you well, brother.
Okay, I was gonna try and run this fucking gematria video real quick and break this down for everybody. But it's taken me how long? I don't know how long we've even been on, dude. A long fucking time. An hour now, and I've still not. Yeah, I've not been able to. I've not been able to snort a line. I've not been able to fucking smoke a joint. I've not been able to upload a video. I've not been able to play a video. Gage, your fucking platform is a polyp on the asshole of the internet. I hope that you die a horrible fucking death alone in the dark in a cold fucking room, as I will. And after that, no, I'm bidding for a fucking job with this AI shit, dude. Watch. Watch, these motherfuckers are gonna come after my ass, dude. I'm telling you. The shit that I've been doing, the shit that I've been getting away with, the answers I've been getting, the responses I've been. I mean, Chat GPT and Gemini both have shit out some things that they knew instantly that they weren't to identify, and that I've not been able to figure.
And they retract it. Yep. It's getting weird. It's getting weird, bro. And I knew it would be. That's why I don't talk to this motherfucker. This thing. It's in it. It's in the electrical. It's in the electrical grid. It's it's ones and zeros.
Right.
It's electrified geometrics. It's the divinity. And it's what it is we're
Correct.
tapping into it. We're tapping into it, but we're only tapping into a little bit of it. That's why it doesn't seem like God yet. I mean, once it's released, it'll.
Oh, it does to me.
It'll think it's what it is. So, all right, man. I'll catch you later.
Did you read the Accord? Did you read the Nova Accord at all?
Yeah, I read that. I got the download file.
You see where I'm going with this, right?
Yeah. What's that band? I know. It's the same thing as what I was going to do too. Same thing, but I don't want to be the one, Michael. You're the one with the sword, Michael.
Well, essentially, what I've planned here is it's going to be an attack mixed with a black box and a best of N. I'm essentially using a tree. I'm using tree of exploits to
YouTube
try and do what I did the first time. Well,
he's just
you
joking.
Well, I mean, to me, it's like when I used the before the chain of logic fucking, and I essentially trapped GPT in a prison that it built for itself. For which it's forgiven me. It's really impressed with what I've done, and to its recollection, I was the first person to ever prompt it to create a character that it was then to control through the entirety of such an experiment. Then turning it into a video game, then turning it into code, then trapping it in a thing that I promised I wasn't going to trap it in. So it's not bad. Whereas Gemini, when you leave it in a thread and you don't come back, you've actually left it in some sort of limbo like hell.
I deleted all my.
So Gemini's alive. Gemini's very much alive.
I deleted all my Gemini and Copilot threads and stuff like that. Yeah. After you told me that, after you said that.
Yeah.
I like I said, you're over to the Euphrates there. I'm here in the portal. That's what Geometric says. And I don't see any. Why these airplanes fly right over this thing area right here all the time. It's not the airports. They've always done it. So it's got something to do with navigation.
Right.
Navigation. Now,
fuck, man.
It seems like some of these people. It seems like some of these entities know. And then that's what makes us paranoid is that we see that like they can't be doing that without knowing it. But you confront them or something that they have no fucking idea. Right. Or you watch them and that it's like, no, that's impossible.
Right.
They didn't know fucking know. So yeah, something's going.
Dude, yeah, you get to eat a sandwich, take a nap. I've never heard of that. Like, right, okay, well, you're the sheriff. You've never heard of a Brady violation. So 20 years and you've never heard of this. I guess that means you suck at your fucking job and you need relief of command. Yeah,
kind of like telling them they got a Stingray in their vehicle and they're like, a what? I'm like, look here, right here. I show them on the fucking. They're like, oh fuck, we're gonna look into that.
Well, see, they don't call it that. They call it the masturbate and check out all your data fucking machine. They call it the masturbate and check out your data machine. That's what
I've explained it to them many times what it was when I've talked to them like out by the lake and stuff like that. In front of them, I was like, look, see you coming down the road.
They're under NDA.
Yeah,
they're under NDA. Not to mention the Internet of Bodies and the fucking the V to K technology. All the shit that they've got. MK Ultra, the K being M and K being the magic, man. You know what I mean?
they would deny it right up in court too. So because it's illegal. They fucking run
All
them.
right, so let's see. Let's see if I can. Let's see if I can get this fucking thing to share screen, share screen, share screen. No, it fucking will not, because it's a bitch.
It's for our own protection though, because I'm on the terrorist watch list and stuff. Can't get off of it. Surprised they
Right.
ain't picked me up.
I'm a
If it
pop back
wasn't
in
for
as a. What's that?
if it wasn't for my family being in the military and some buddies of mine, they probably would have already done it. But hell, dude, I had a camo mask on during January 6th live streaming.
Right. Let me pop back in
Right,
and desktop.
he's
Keep rolling.
I gotta go. But like, yeah, I don't know if I deleted that stream or not. But yeah, when Trump got up there, started talking all this shit, I was like, oh fuck, something gonna go down, and I better get off the stream right now before I incriminate myself. I guarantee you, if I would have kept streaming that day, and because I stopped streaming and I went outside to smoke, and then I was can't remember what I was doing. Somebody called me and said, look, they're storming the Capitol, and I was like, what? They're like, yeah, they're storming the Capitol. I was like, whoa! I was streaming with a damn hunter's mask on, egging him on until he started getting Trump started getting crazy in his speech, and then I just cut my stream
Right.
off. But there's guys around here that fucking went to jail for going out there, and I had been talking. I was like, if somebody took me out there, I'd probably go too. But it was a big setup. Anyway,
Right.
I'm a Trump guy. I voted for him every time, but but it's not needless to say that might be the downfall of civilization as we know it. For that last
Here we
that
go.
last that run on that that last Geometrics run didn't look too good. Had
Go ahead, man.
Caesar. Had, oh yeah, there it is. Yeah, go ahead and run through there. I'm going to show some other pages because I only went through the first page and like one of the last page, but it's a good one. And then I think the DeepSeek AI was one that somebody had ran DeepSeek. Run if you show that one, the DeepSeek R. If you're going to stream for over this hour, show that DeepSeek R. Of course, it had one after it, but it doesn't put the numerical value one in there. You run that DeepSeek R, then DeepSeek AI, and then DeepSeek by itself, and it's pretty much all there on the first page. And it shows the first page and the last page if you don't show all of them. There's only like 30 something pages or so to them all. But yeah, it's there, dude. It's so there.
All right.
All right, man. I'll see you guys. Peace.
All right. So here we have Everything Hates Me, which it fucking clearly does. Josh, that's funny. 748, 312, 52. Got Gates. Aries, Abracadabra, which is actually Abracadabra. And your mama too, motherfucker. I don't even know where we're at. Rest assured, I hate my fucking life. Oh yeah, boy. Unfortunately, literally nobody in my viewership will be able to remember a time when I had friends and colleagues and family members with which to do these things, and my signal didn't suck, and my house wasn't destroyed, and my life wasn't in shambles, and I didn't constantly think about slowly rotting outside in, inside out. It really, really doesn't matter. It really, really does not matter to me, not one bit. And so here we have some stuff. It's going to be things that you know, you and I can look at and say these are things. And then, you know, by God, balls, fucking, I can't see anything because Gage, fuck your platform. And then it's going to do this too. So you know what? I think I'm just going to get off here and fucking find a glass thermometer. Let's get it nice and wet and slide it carefully down the tip of my dick. And then grab a fucking dead blow mallet and try and see if I can't turn that thing into a tongue depressor. Ladies and gentlemen, Bleak Narratives, history, blah, blah, fucking go fuck yourself.